Hari Om, Chapter 2, Verse 52. Sankhya Yoga, Introduction to Karma Yoga, we can say, Philosophy of Life. In the last verse, Lord Krishna said, wise people, steadfast in Karma Yoga, gives up the fruits of actions. They are freed from the cycle of births and deaths. They attain the end, which is free from all sufferings. This we have seen. Now verse 52. Yada te moga kalilam buddhirvyaditarishyati tada gandasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shutasya cha. Yada te moga kalilam. When the moha, that is delusion, kalilam, impurities, buddhirvyaditarishyati, when that delusion is crossed over by the intellect, tada gandasi nirvedam, then what that person will gain? Shrotavyasya shutasya cha, he will gain dispassion towards what is to be heard and what was heard. Whatever it is, he gains dispassion. In this verse, Lord Krishna says, a karma yogi whose intellect overcomes the delusion, then that person shall attain dispassion over what is to be heard and what was already heard. A karma yogi has an unselfish goal. He works towards the goal with single-pointed concentration without anxiety for the results. Whatever be the result, he surrenders at the feet of Lord Krishna. This karma yogi gets a purified heart. Purified heart is fit for contemplation. It can concentrate more, since it is not affected by good or bad thoughts. Such a karma yogi, because of his sharp intellect, crosses over the delusion. What is delusion? Delusion is our worldly attachment with sense objects. In higher terms, it is called Maya. All of us, including animals, seek happiness. Everybody wants happiness. We want to remain happy throughout our life. We all think possessing and preserving yoga and shema, sense objects, will give us happiness. We don't appreciate that they are the main cause for our sorrows. We go on pursuing sense pleasures, one after the other, like a monkey jumping from one branch to another branch. This is moha. This is called a delusion. From childhood onwards, it is the nature of human beings that if we find more value in a particular thing, then we leave that thing which we are having in our hand, which is, in our opinion, has very less value. For example, when a child is holding on to a gold chain, to get the gold chain, people give that child a toy. The child sees more value in that toy. It drops a gold chain and takes that toy. But when the child grows to an adult, and if the adult is holding on to a gold chain, you cannot give the toy to get the gold chain. You have to give a diamond necklace. He will take the diamond necklace and drop the gold chain. Similarly, when the person, through his intellect, understands that the worldly objects and sense pleasures have no value, he leaves all the worldly objects. Initially, we run after money, power, name, fame, etc. Due to discriminative intellect, a karma yogi realizes all these things have no value and he was wasting his time in pursuing these worldly objects. He drops that delusion through his intellect. He develops dispassion towards them. Once he has appreciated the value of self, which is absolute bliss, then naturally he sees no value in the sense objects of the world. His mind develops dispassion and he cannot be disturbed by what will be said and what was said on these sense pleasures. The following may not be a right example, but for the purpose of understanding, this example is given. Assume a teenage boy is playing a game in his mobile. At that point in time, whatever has been said to him, you study, hey, you don't waste your time, why are you doing all these things? Hours together you are spending on your mobile playing game. He will not be thinking about that. He will be concentrating on the game. While playing, you call him 10 times. Arey, yeah, what are you doing? Come here. You call him 10 times. He will not be hearing your voice. You give a beating on his back and say, I have been calling you 10 times. He will say, sorry, I did not hear. For him, the game is more important than anything else. This would have happened even to all of us when we are deeply involved in any work. Maybe one of our friend or relative will say, I am standing before you, you are not even recognizing me. Then we used to say, sorry, I was in some other thought. I was concentrating in my work. How are you? Like this we go. So, what I am trying to say is, Shotam Vyasya Sutasya. When you are concentrating on something very important, then your mind will not concentrate on whatever you have heard or whatever you are hearing. It will concentrate only on the work. In Tamil, there is a beautiful song which describes a karma yogi. Mei varuttam parar, pasi nokar, kan tunjar, evvavar தீமையும் மேற்கொள்ளார், செவ்வி அருமையும் பாரார், அவமதிப்பும் கொள்ளார், கருமமே கண்ணாயினார். Mei varuttam parar. A karma yogi will not mind his bodily pains. Even if he suffers bodily pains, he will be working. Pasi no kar. He does not know his hunger. Kan tunjar. He will not sleep. Evvavar தீமையும் மேற்கொள்ளார். He will not mind even if somebody hurts him or put hurdles on his path. Sevvi arumayum parar. He will not know how much time he spent on his work. Since he is concentrating on his work, he will forget the entire world. He will forget the time also. Avamadippum kollar. If somebody tries to shame him by saying useless fellow, wasting his time, he will not take it seriously because he is concentrating in his work. Karmame kannainar. For him, his work is more than anything else. Exactly whatever Krishna has said has been captured in this song. In this verse, Lord Krishna gives importance to heard or hearing. If we actually deeply think, ears are more sensitive than all the other sense organs. We can close our eyes and not see the things which we don't want to see. We can close our mouth and refuse to eat, control our taste buds. Smell, even though we cannot avoid, it will be only for 50 meters distance, maximum. The kitchen smell can reach you till the bedroom. Once you get out of the house, you cannot smell your kitchen smell. But the sound of thunder or some other great sound can be heard even after certain kilometers. A karma yogi who is steadfast in his work cannot be disturbed by sound disturbances also. That means he cannot be disturbed by all other sense organs. Maximum is quoted, which covers all the minimum things which is included in that. In another way, if you see the meaning, either we live in the past or in the future. We think about what somebody said or we think what somebody will say when we do the work, and in that process we do a bad job in our hands. A karma yogi never worries about these things. he has no value for the sense world which were experienced in the past and which are going to be experienced in future. Verse 52 again. Yada te moga kalilam buddhirvyadidarishyati tada gandhasi nirvedam shotavyasya shutasya cha. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana